E.8, solve a system of equations using elimination. Whenever it says to use elimination, you're trying to get rid of either all of the x's or all of the y's, and then solve for the letter that is left. Okay? To eliminate, you get rid of. To get rid of, you cancel. So look at these wonderful x's right here. Okay? If you put negative 2x and positive 2x together, what would you get? You would get 0. So what happens is, when I put a line underneath those two equations, I'm telling myself that I'm putting them together, or I'm adding them together. So the x's go away because I've done negative 2 plus 2, and then we're going to do negative 9 minus negative 9. What is that? Negative 18y equals, and then we put the 13 and the 5 together. 13 plus 5 is 18. Now this is wonderful because the only thing we have left is 18. So y. So that what we do is we divide by negative 18, and y equals negative 1. I have half of an answer right there. I have negative 1 for y. So then I still need to find x. So I'm either going to use this equation or this one. You just choose. One works just as good as the other one. I'll use the bottom one. 2x minus 9y. But instead of putting y, I know what y is. Y is negative 1. So we're going to put negative 1 in there. Negative 9 times negative 1 is 9. Subtract 9. Divide by 2. X equals negative 2. Then you got your answer. You have negative 2, negative 1. So that last one was really easy because the negative 2 and the positive 2 already canceled out. That's what we want to be able to happen whenever we want to eliminate. So on this, what's 4 plus 1? 5. Okay. What's negative 1 minus 4? Negative 5. So neither one of those works really well with what it's asking us to do. So what we need to do is figure out what will cancel out. What do we need to do? So basically you choose. Do we want to get rid of the x's or do we want to get rid of the y's? And it's not a set rule. There's nothing to say, okay, I'm always going to get rid of the x's or I'm always going to get rid of the y's. You just kind of have to look at your numbers that are with the x's and the y's. So let's just get rid of the x's again, basically because I don't want to deal with that negative 1. And ask yourself, if I am getting rid of the x's, you can multiply easily the 1 by something to be able to get a negative 4. You want this x to be negative 4 because a negative 4 and a positive 4 cancel out. Well, what would you multiply 1 by to be able to get negative 4? Negative 4. But that negative 4 goes with the x, goes to the y, and goes to the 3. Do not forget about the 3. The 3 is still there. Negative 4x plus 16y equals negative 12. We did not do anything to the top equation, so I am just rewriting it. The x's cancel out. What's 16 minus 1? 15. Negative 18 and a negative 12. Negative 30. Y equals negative 2. So we put negative 2 into that. Good. Then we put negative 2 into either of the y's. Again, it doesn't matter. Let's mess with the top equation first, or this time. So 4x minus y. What's y? Negative 2 equals negative 18. A negative and a negative 2 make a positive 2. And then we're going to take 2 away. And then we're going to divide by 4. And x is negative 5. Decide what you want to get rid of. Think about 6 and 5. Can you multiply 5 by anything to get 6, since 6 is a bigger number? No. But on the y's, can you multiply the smaller number by something to get the bigger number? And the answer would be yes. But make sure you look at the signs. Okay? To be able to eliminate, one sign must be positive and one sign must be negative. So what we're going to do, we're going to multiply this one by negative 3. The reason I'm multiplying by negative 3 is to make this 3 a negative 9 to go away with that positive 9. But the negative 3 goes to everything. So negative 15x minus 9y equals negative 57. This one is just going to come on over. The y's will cancel out. What's 6 minus 15? Negative 9. What's negative 15 and negative 57? Negative 72. Divide by negative 9. Divide by negative 9. X equals 8. And now you're going to put this 8 into either this x or this x. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to use the bottom one. 5x. Nope. X is 8, plus 3y equals 19. So the 8 went into the x. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3y equals 19. 19 minus 30 is negative 21. Divide by 3, and you get negative 7. Do you want to get rid of that x's, or do you want to get rid of the y's? And in this case, we're probably going to just do the same thing that we just did on the other one, because I'd much rather multiply by 3 to get 9 instead of 8 to get 8. Don't want to multiply everything by 8. So let's stick with a negative 3. You have soft skills. You have soft skills.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Electrical desk. So negative 8x plus 9y equals 1. 3x minus 9y equals negative 51. Negative 5x equals negative 50. Divide by negative 5. X equals 10. Plug the 10 into the x. Three y equals 27. Divide by 3. Y is 9. Okay, last problem. On this one, there's no easy way around it because you can't multiply 3 by anything to get 7. You can't multiply 4 by anything to get 6. So what we're going to have to do is multiply both equations by some numbers that go away from each other. And really the easiest way is to take the 7 up to the top and the 3 up to the bottom. Because this 7 is already negative, we've taken care of the negative. So I'm going to do it quickly. I'm multiplying everything by 7. Multiplying everything by 3. If I knew what 3 times 7 was. 48. Negative 10. It'd be great if I could read my writing. Y is negative 10. Then plug negative 10 either into this y, into this y. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the top equation. Four times negative 10, well, negative 4 times negative 10 is 40. Subtract 40. Just a second, I've done something wrong. 48, 9. Alright. Just a second. I have pressure on me because I have some students waiting on me. Just a second.
Yeah.
7 times 3, 7 times 4, 7 times 6, 3 times 16. Both those are positive. 42 plus 48 is 90. Negative 28 plus 18 is negative 10. That's what I get for being so fast. I divided by negative 10. Ugh. It's got to be easier than this. And so that would be negative 9. Negative 9. So in here, that's going to be a negative 9 instead. Negative 9 times negative 4 is positive 36. Subtract the 36 and you get negative 30. There's my negative 10. There's your answer.